Welcome to the news with me, Sibongile Ziambo. The headlines of this hour. Ballot papers for November 10 by-election arrive as Lilongwe Northwest candidate withdraws from race. MHRC bemoans failure to enforce gender laws. Government admits AIP is facing technical challenges. And in sports news, Malawi Queens secure 3 match-friendly series against South Africa. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. 3 pallets of ballot papers for November 10 by-elections have arrived in the country through Kamuzu International Airport Friday. Speaking after receiving the ballot papers, Malawi Electoral Commission MEC Commissioner Dr. Jean Matanga said the Commission has put in place measures that will ensure all electoral processes run smoothly. Meanwhile, representatives of political parties and independent candidates who witnessed the arrival of the ballot papers said so far they're impressed with the electoral process. Andrew Viano filed this report.
At around 3:30, the plane that carried about 3 pallets carrying the ballot papers for 2 constituencies and a ward that are supposed to hold the November 10 by-elections touched down at Kamuzu International Airport. And this was inspected by members of political parties and independent candidates. When we caught up with the MEC Commissioner, Dr. Jean Matanga, she said that all is set for the dispatching of the ballot papers, which have been dispatched to various districts, that is Karonga, here in Lilongwe, and Chakwera, where for now the ballot papers are going to be kept at the DC's office up until 8 when they will be dispatched to the various constituencies and the award. So far, members of the political parties and the individuals representing the independent candidates said that they are impressed with the process that MEC has followed up to date, and they're expecting that the elections will be free and fair. Constituencies that are supposed to hold by-elections are Karonga Central, Lilongwe South, Lilongwe Northwest constituency, and the ward in the Chakwera, that is Makuira ward, that is in the Chakwera East.
Meanwhile, candidate for Lilongwe Northwest constituency in the Tuesday parliamentary election, Deborah Mibawa, has withdrawn from the race. MEC spokesperson Nkhani Mafulirwa has confirmed the development but could not give reasons for the withdrawal. John Paul Kayuni has more.
The only female candidate in the Tuesday parliamentary by-elections in Lilongwe Northwest constituency, Deborah Mibawa, has surrendered without disclosing reasons given for the withdrawal. MEC spokesperson Nkhani Mafulirwa said following the development, Mibawa's name has been removed on the ballot paper.
One of the contestants, an independent candidate, has withdrawn from the parliamentary race in Lilongwe Northwest constituency ballot paper. As people go to the polls on Tuesday, the name will not be there.
Efforts to speak with Mibawa proved futile. We sought views of political analyst George Piri, who says withdrawals happen for various reasons. He, however, said for whatever reason, it is bad to withdraw at the 11th hour.
They decided to withdraw after rallying the support for the party because they still have allegiance to the party, and they think if they can continue with the idea of standing as a candidate, they are going to divide the vote for the party. Sometimes the withdrawal is on the security reason. In whichever case, it is not good to engage oneself into the race and withdraw at a stage like this because it disturbs people.
MEC will hold by-elections in 4 constituencies and 1 ward on Tuesday. In Lilongwe Northwest constituency, the seat fell vacant after legislator for the area, Lazarus Chakwera, was elected president. For Zodiak in Lilongwe, this is John Paul Kayuni.
The Lilongwe Principal Magistrate Court has adjourned to 11 January 2021 a corruption case involving former Deputy Chief Executive Officer for National Food Reserve Agency, Gerard Viola. He is answering the case together with Crispin Chingola, owner of Mrs. Trading Company. This report for more.
Former CEO for the National Food Reserve Agency, Gerald Viola, and his accomplice, Chris Chingola, owner of Messi Trading, appeared before Principal Resident Magistrate Viva Nyimba for continuation of their corruption case. During the trial, Anti-Corruption Bureau's Principal Legal and Prosecution Officer, Bernard Mlozo Apiri, applied for amendment of the charges in order to accommodate the second accused person, Chingola, who was arrested earlier this week.
The facts of the case are disclosing that the case was committed jointly by Mr. Gerald Viola and Mr. Chris Chingola. The arrest of Mr. Chingola necessitated the amendment.
Mlozo Apiri further asked the court to adjourn the matter to allow them time to disclose evidence on the second suspect to defense lawyers. Principal Resident Magistrate Viva Nyimba adjourned the matter to 11 January next year. Defense lawyer Jeffrey Taumbe told us outside the court they are okay with the adjournment.
Considering the circumstances in which the matter has been adjourned, we are okay with the adjournment.
Misuse of public office, interfering with procurement, forgery and conspiracy to misuse public office are the charges leveled against Viola. Chingola, on the other hand, is accused of influencing a public officer to misuse public office and conspiracy to misuse public office. The charges emanate from a 3.3 billion Malawi Kwacha contract, which Viola is alleged to have dubiously given to Chingola to supply 10 million metric tons of maize to National Food Reserve Agency in January. They both deny the charges. For Zodiak in Lilongwe, this is John Paul Kayuni.
And still, the court's Lilongwe Magistrate Court has granted bail to Member of Parliament for Mangochi East constituency Francisca Masamba, pending investigations into an allegation of corrupt practices. Masamba, who is also a member of the Public Appointment Committee of Parliament, is being accused of corruptly soliciting close to 2 million kwacha to influence committee's decision. She was arrested by the Anti-Corruption Bureau Thursday. The Malawi Human Rights Commission says failure to enforce relevant laws is a major challenge in efforts to eliminate violence against women and girls in the country. Speaking in Lilongwe when opening a meeting of reviewing of a report on the Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, MHRC Executive Secretary Habiba Osman said this affects promotion of human rights. This report filed by Winston Kaimira.
Non-state actors in promotion of gender equality are finalizing their report of the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women to be presented to the United Nations. During the validation meeting of the 8th report in Lilongwe, officials said this country is making little progress in promotion of women's rights due to failure to enforce laws. Malawi Human Rights Commission Executive Secretary Habiba Osman, who was the guest of honor at the event, said this is a threat to promotion of human rights at national level.
The recent events, for example, the rapes, the defilements, and also the attacks on elderly women, for example, over witchcraft, which are very pertinent issues within the ASILO report, it shows that we are also taking some steps backwards instead of moving forwards. So I guess in other areas we have done well, but in other areas we still need to do well.
Concurring with Osman, Malawi Human Rights Resource Center Executive Director Emma Kalia, who is chairing the process of formulating the report, called for collaborated efforts to reverse the trend.
It is about the attitude of people, but also the way the enforcement is done. So for us, we are calling on each and every one of us to be responsible, because those men that are doing all these things are Malawians, most of them. Why do they do this?
NGO Gender Coordination Network is coordinating the formulation of the report on behalf of several non-government organizations in promotion of gender equality in the country. For Zodiak in Lilongwe, this is Winston Kaimira.
The Ministry of Health says use of a community health ambassador in reaching out to the public with various interventions in the sector has brought in notable achievement in provision of healthcare in the country. Responsible Minister Kumbize Kandode Chiponda said this in Lilongwe Friday during 1-year celebration of the services of community health ambassador in the country. She said, for instance, since the current ambassador, Maziko Matemba, was appointed last year, health surveillance assistants have accessed various trainings initiated by the ambassador.
What we're trying to achieve is that, over 80% of our people, they live in communities. And that is, as a Ministry of Health, our main mandate is to provide health care services to the people. Now the people are living in the communities, especially in the villages. So we are championing the community health services so that the people have access. And that's why we chose the ambassador who was celebrating that it is 1 year now since he was elected an ambassador. He has done great and we are achieving a lot. You heard in the presentations that one of the achievements which we have as a ministry through this national community health services, it is the employment of health surveillance assistants. These are our health workers who work in the villages at the community level, TA level. They work with the BDCs, they work with the health committees under the TAs.
On his part, Matemba said in the next 1 year, he plans to engage more partners in improving community health service.
For the first time, the HSA will undergo 1 year training, which we facilitated with the Ministry and the College of Medicine. That is the motivation. They will be going for 1 year training. They will have a certificate, will be recognized nationally, and I'm hoping global as well, because that's the College of Medicine. But also another initiative, we have seen the motorcycles, most of which is the walk around distance on foot. And we have procured about 50 motorcycles, which have been distributed across, and even bicycles. And we will be continuing investing in the remuneration, but also empowering the community health workers, exposing them to trainings, exposing to opportunities, but also linking them to partners. For example, we have many partners, NGO, civil society working at community level. We want to link them. But so far, the HSS have visited, we have appreciated what we have done, because we have involved them, most of them, in this year, and almost all have been trained. I know that some who have been trained on the guidelines for COVID-19, know how to manage, but also how to refer COVID cases, even for contact tracing.
You're watching News on Zodiac. We'll be right back shortly. Stand by.
Introducing new Protex Even Tone with cocoa butter. Together, they give you smooth, evenly toned skin. New Protex Even Tone with cocoa butter. Good together.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
The government of Malawi has secured funds from the World Bank for the implementation of a 5-year Lilongwe water and sanitation project. Lilongwe Water and Sanitation Project, which became effective on the 26th of March 2018 and shall be concluded on the 30th of June 2023, is expected to increase access to improved water services and safely manage sanitation in Lilongwe City. The project is being implemented jointly by Lilongwe Water Board and Lilongwe City Council. The Lilongwe Water Sanitation Project is expected to benefit about 500,000 residents in Lilongwe City and surrounding areas. The project is expected to achieve the following: extensive interventions in the water distribution network to help eliminate hydraulic bottlenecks. 2. Upgrading of the existing distribution network and the expansion of the distribution network, which will result in improved quality of services for about 250,000 people. Rehabilitation and expansion of water transmission network. Rehabilitation and expansion of the sewage network by upgrading existing sewer connections and installation of new connections. Poor and vulnerable households will be specifically targeted for support to improve their sanitation facilities. The project will support construction of 8,000 improved sanitation facilities targeting the poor and vulnerable households. The project has a project implementation unit with designated officers to handle complaints or compliments that the public may give. The Project Implementation Unit main office is located in Lilongwe Water Board's Madzi House off Likuni Road in Lilongwe. For more information, please use the following contacts.
precious things have a secret formula. While John is busy trying to impress, James discovered Tangu's secret. Tangu uses Purity sanitary products from Purity body wash, Purity hands wash, Purity body lotion to Purity dishwash. After a week of using Purity sanitary products, James won the heart of Tangu. Use Purity sanitary products.
Welcome back, you're with me, Simongire Ziambo. The headlines once again. Papers for November 10 by-election arrive as Lilongwe Northwest candidate withdraws from race. MHRC bemoans failure to enforce gender laws. Government admits AIP is facing technical challenges. And in sports news, Malawi Queens secure 3-match friendly series against South Africa. The government has apologized to the general public on the network challenge farmers are experiencing when buying affordable imports in their respective areas. Since the time government rolled out the program, farmers have been raising concerns on the problem as some spend days at selling points without accessing farm inputs. But in a statement released Friday, Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Erika Maganga, said the ministry hopes the problem will be rectified by Sunday. Uson Henry has more.
There has been an outcry from farmers across the country on the continued network challenges when accessing affordable farm imports. The problem is forcing some farmers to spend days in selling points before accessing the farm imports. Through a press statement released Friday, Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Erika Maganga, acknowledges and has since apologized to the general public. Maganga says there is network congestion which is affecting operations. As such, she says the ministry has engaged the network provider to rectify the problem by Sunday, 8th November 2020. She has since warned some beneficiaries who are reportedly selling their national identity cards to vendors to enable them buy farm imports.
On the business front, a local paint manufacturing company, Rainbow Paints, has rolled out a 45 million kwacha initiative to change the face of 30 schools across the country, marking the celebration of its 30th anniversary. Rainbow Technical Manager Geoffrey Zuliani says each of the schools will get a 1.5 million kwacha donation of paints. This was disclosed in Kasungu today, where the company made a donation of paints to Holy Family Secondary School. Zuliani speaks with Noah Nkubwi.
This year, 2020, as we are celebrating 30 years of colorful growth, we set aside some funds, about 45 million, whereby we are going to 30 institutions, each institution giving it 1.5 million worth of paints. We have already been to the north, more specifically to Mzuzu Government Secondary School, Mzimba District Hospital, Rompi District Hospital. We have been to Salima District Hospital, Nkondagora District Hospital. We have been to Ncheu. We have been to Balaka, Mulanje, Chiolo Secondary School. This is one part that we thought that we should put aside so that when we are celebrating our 30 years of colorful growth, those are some of the activities that we should carry on.
How would you describe your journey in the 30 years?
It has been so challenging. You know, we met some competitors in the industry, but since, as I said, that Rainbow Paints is a 100% paint company, it was easily accepted by the Malawi market. And just to tell you that we are now the leading paint manufacturers, and even in terms of volumes and even value that we're also making on the Malawi market. Solely that's because Malawi accepted us, because Rainbow Paints is a very excellent and good brand.
In sports news, the Malawi national netball team, the Queens, has secured a 3-match series against South Africa, scheduled from 26th to 30th November in Rustenburg, South Africa. Netball Association of Malawi has confirmed. NAM Vice General Secretary Brian Gausi told us Friday that the games are crucial in maintaining world ranking sport following a COVID-19 influence break in sports activity. He said players will go into camp soon. Bright Kanyama has more.
Malawi announced that it has secured a 3-match series against South Africa for Malawi netball national team, the Queens, scheduled for 26th to 30th November 2020 in Rustenburg, South Africa. The Queens, who are 60th in the world and 2nd in Africa, will have a chance to close the gap on their rivals, South Africa, who are a step ahead of them on both Africa and world stage. NAM Vice General Secretary Brian Gausi told us that the association is in the process of seeking clearance from government to start camping, but was quick to acknowledge the importance of the games. Gausi said though there is little time to prepare for the games, head coach Peace Kalua is currently utilizing on individual trainings before the team start camping.
The Queens have been dormant for quite some time because of the COVID pandemic in our midst. So we would like at least some test match series so that we also prepare for the other matches that will come in the 2021-2022 season. These test series are very important. We wish through these games we'll gain some points and possibly overtake South Africa, which is, as of now, it's on number 1 in Africa. Definitely we don't have enough time. This again really may have some impact on the performance. But we're hoping that's a step towards improving our team.
The two sides, the Queens and the Proteas, last played each other at the 2019 Africa Nations Cup in October, with South Africa winning that match on their way to being crowned continental champions. For Zodiak, this is Bright Kanyama.
That's what we had time for in this edition of news. But before we go, let's take a look at the headlines. Ballot papers for November 10 by-election arrive as Lilongwe Northwest candidate withdraws from race. MHRC bemoans failure to enforce gender laws. And government admits AIP is facing technical challenges. In sports news, Malawi Queens secure 3-match friendly series against South Africa. You can log on to our website, zodiacmalawi.com, for more on these and other stories. My name is Sibongile Ziambo. Remember to wash hands regularly with soap to help stop further spread of COVID-19. Bye for now.